Welcome back to another late night trade review, and you see what time it is in the corner. It's 12:30 in the morning, and this documentation is still needed to be made. We'll be going over crude oil missed opportunity, and we'll be going over the opportunity that was actually collected with Nasdaq. And maybe you're saying, I just watched your last two videos. I thought you weren't trading again. Kinda, right? I'm not trading my real account anymore this week. I am collecting my rewards and stepping back and only paper trading for the rest of the week. You get me? You get the gist? Because I don't want to jeopardize what I've already collected. It's a practice that I'm doing. I don't want to give back anything that I made to the market. I'm keeping it. The market can't have it back. That's the mentality. The market can't have it back whatsoever, and I'm keeping it. But it's the same price action, so that's why I love it. And we'll be going over NASDAQ and crude oil. And the thing is, my opportunities actually switched. If you watch the last two videos, NASDAQ has not been pretty. Neither has ES, has not been pretty. And I haven't traded either one of them this week. But I have been trading crude oil all week. Smack crude oil on Monday, smack crude oil on Tuesday. My science is getting better. Applause to me, thank you. And now I should show you the opportunity that I took. And just for the record, yes, it's a paper trade, but the candles are the candles, regardless. And this isn't low market replay. You will see the arrows, you will see the two contracts, and then I will be going to crude oil, and you can see the beautiful, simplistic, clean trade opportunity. And I looked at Jane. You guys don't know Jane yet, but she's also in August's very own trading group. I looked at Jane, and I was like, I should buy crude oil right now for 4 standard deviation from the sweep of sell side. I should buy this right now. She was like, but I thought you were done. And I was like, damn, why you gotta put my words back at me? But she was right. She was a great trader. She thinks. She's not too emotional. She actually corrects my emotions sometimes when I get greedy. And that was the lesson today. Is this greed or is it what I really know? Turns out that I was correct. But I still gotta say thank you to Jade because she allowed me to keep my words. And you guys will meet Jane towards the you guys will meet Jade towards the second quarter of the year. That's like her sweet spot. She lets all of this accumulating and how would you say this manipulating in the beginning of the year at ease, and then she engages towards the second quarter of the year. Let's go ahead and start on Nasdaq. Also, I want to share something. It's been extremely cool joining trade communities and then identifying that there's people near you. It's like, bro, I didn't know that you was 15 minutes away from me. You live in the same city? And it's like, bro, there is people near you. There is people nearby that understand how you feel, that understand your thought process and the imagination of opportunity. It gets crazy. Another thing that's going to be in the description down below is all of the indicators that I use. Let me take that back. Not all of the indicators that I use, but all of the people that created the indicator. So I'm giving you options. You know, this is me practicing being more nice and generous. I'm giving you the people who actually made all of the indicators on my screen right now, which is only 2. You have the Forex Factory calendar and you have the session highs and lows. That's all. Well, 3 because I also have this icon, August very own. But let's get into today's trade. Me, everyone understands. I like market maker series from ICT, so I always look for swing high, internal low broken, boom. And this is the trade, this is the market structure that I've been smacking back and forth on crude oil. The thing is, I got it today. I got it today on NASDAQ. And like I said, NASDAQ, I've been missing NASDAQ all week. And thing is, I think it was because of my patience that it came today. Because I've been so interested in NASDAQ because I did so well last year with NASDAQ. So I was anticipating NASDAQ to just be my winner. And the year just started. How could I? How dare I? Right? But today it gave me the opportunity to perfectly buy side liquidity sweep above London session inside of a higher time frame. PD array. Well, P array because it's a premium array. Getting in on for value gap. Oh man, it's beautiful. We're gonna click on this. We're gonna drag it down. That's what we're doing. We're gonna drag it over. We're gonna drag it down, and we're just gonna put everything into position. I'm just gonna keep this here. I'm just gonna keep that here. Keep that here. Here. I say, bro, why are you doing all this? 'Cause I gotta show you that. Buy side liquidity sweep here inside of a higher time frame PD array. Displacement going through this internal low. So this is your change in state of delivery. Another key thing is that this is the first dealing range of a true displacement away from the new day's opening price. So I'm using this dealing range. Some people call this the OTE, and it is. I just don't use OTE. So this, to me, this is just a retracement for more premium pricing. So for big time sellers, they can really get in the market at a better price. And this was your change in state of delivery. That's all that I look for. That's all that I look for. Why? Because every candle does it. Every candle goes from buy to sell. In a bearish day, identify that you have the open, the high, the low, the close. Identify the open, watch the high, wait for the change in state of delivery, get in on the next couple of hours, get out by the second and third hour, and close your laptop. Close your phone. Turn off your monitor. It's the most simplistic way that I can tell you. Understand that every bearish candle does the exact same thing. Every bearish candle does this. And why complicated? Every week, every month, every session, it's going to do it every day. And thing is, your change state of delivery is right here. Buy side liquidity sweep above London, perfectly displacement through internal low, perfect. Wait for that pullback. I got it. But I got it on the 5, so we'll go down to the 5. It's just the 15 has it so nicely. So let's go down to the 5. As you see, those two contracts there. Yeah. Did I do that on the 1 hour then? I'm trying to see why I was so short. Because I did it in the middle of my day. No, I just know it was the open. Anyway, maybe it was the 4. But as you saw, you have this fair value gap entry here. And you see where I got in? Here. Was it the 1? I should look at the 1 actually. The 1 probably also looks extremely clean. I got in here. Look at the precision. You have the New York open here. Perfectly. Displacement above that. Pull back. This was beautiful. Perfect run. Bet. And thing is, you see the amount of times that it pulls back. It spends not a lot of time here. Right? But then we have that initial run. Perfect. And we have even longer time period here. This strong pullback. Perfect. Then we finally start to run. There's not even a true displacement in here anywhere. yes, you have this initial, not displacement, but this initial rundown coming back. Okay, another run. Great. Let's go to the 5. No, that's the standard deviation. I use standard deviation to have my exit points and then identify is there a discounted rate at those points. But that was the entry. Here. Simplistic. Got out the scandal as well. I wonder if I can show that exit. Oh yeah, these two. That was today. And thing is, that was in like a 4-minute time frame, which is beautiful. But this was the trade that I actually got. And if you know from higher time frames, as in previous videos where I showed you my weekly bias, I had sell side targets. And I even gave you my ideas why. And I gave you why I was hesitant. I told you why I thought buy side liquidity was still an option, but I was unsure, so I stuck to crude oil, which is what we're gonna go into now. But before we go into crude oil, I do want to say if you are looking for a community and find people around you like I did, not letting you know which state I'm in, of course. Come on now. You can click the link in my bio to join SFT Skill Funded Trader Community on Discord or Twitter or YouTube, and you can also get in on the opportunity of top tier trader. They are also amazing guys. I trust them. And then same thing in my description, I will have both or all 3 of the people who makes my indicators. They're not just not my indicators, but the community indicators. And they're beautiful because now I don't have to go to tab to find everything. Besides bar chart, and then I gotta look at some other stuff. But let's go ahead and go to crude oil. I don't want this to be too long. We're already at 12 minutes. Now crude oil. I cried a little bit with crude oil. Look at this beautifulness, man. Look at it. This was the previous days. This was Tuesday's trade where I got in early. Got in here on the market structure switch, which in change state of delivery, caught it down to collecting these lows. Now, let's go to the 5 on the world's most beautiful market maker buy model. Same thing here, where you can identify where the low of the day could be. It could be. And then if I'm looking for a buy model, I'm just looking for a displacement after watching sell side get purged. So what you see here is the opposite of what you saw on NASDAQ. This is so beautiful. And this is where I had talked to Jane, and I was like, bro, should I buy this or what? Or am I just being greedy? I don't know what this is. But she was like, I thought you were done. And I was like, you're right. Thank you for holding me accountable. I am done trading. The thing is, I said that after I just took profit on NASDAQ. She kept me in my place, so that's why I think it is important to find people around you in the same industry to let you know, hey, stick to your word, stay focused, sharpen your edge. And yes, I was correct on crude oil, but I should have stayed to my word. I did the second time. I didn't trade crude oil, even though I really wanted to trade crude oil and get in on this buy for 4 standard deviations. It's just beautiful. It's just straight beautiful. So you have this purge on sell side here. This is also underneath London. Perfect. It's the opposite of NASDAQ. It purged London's buy side. Crude oil purged sell side of London. This displacement away. This displacement also displaced over the internal high. This is now a new change state of delivery. You watch that shit come back. You get in on that. always risk 1% of your account. It looks better on the 15. There. So for me, why do I put my stop loss so tight? Well, for one, it's at the open of this quote unquote fair value gap. Yes, a lot of people would prefer you to put it at this one. I agree. I well understand that. For me, I've gotten better rewards due to the fact that I put it underneath a PD array. Due to the fact that there's a breaker here. Right here. That's a breaker. The candle prior to sell side sweep. So I usually put it at the bottom of the breaker. I don't believe this is gonna be traded to regardless. So now you see the higher time frame fair value gap. This is the model. This is the model that we're looking for. Now how do I get my targets, my exits? Here to here. The last swing into the sell side. 4 standard deviations it out. Well, let me just say I take out at every standard deviations. So at 1, I take out 25. At 2, I take out 50. At 3, I take out 75. At 4, I'm completely out. Hold it there. 1 standard deviation gives me a 3.4. Beautiful. Second standard deviation gives me 6.6. Beautiful. 3 standard deviations give me 10%. Beautiful. Another thing that I must highlight is the factor that if I go to, how long was that? That was only an hour and 30. Just like yesterday's trade, this is beautiful. An hour and 30. No, actually, I believe yesterday was an hour and 5 minutes. Excuse me. Yesterday's trade was an hour and 5 minutes. Today's opportunity that was actually missed only took an hour and 30 minutes. For a 10% reward, how much did you risk? Hopefully you always risk 1%. To me, I never really understood why would you? Maybe just because I'm not at that point just yet to risk 2%. I never really felt the need to. Yes, this could have been 20%. This could have been 30% if I risked 3% of the trade. I understand that. That sounds wonderful. But do I want to jeopardize it just yet? I'm not sure. Not just yet. So, this was today's trades. Crude oil, NASDAQ. Super simplistic. Market maker buy model. Perfect. Go to NASDAQ. Market maker. Trying to get this evenly. Market maker buy model. There. Excuse me. This is a late night trade video, and it's almost 1 o'clock. Still got to document. Still got to upload. And honestly, I want to say thank you for the guys that have been watching. Thanks for the guys that have been sharing. And thanks for the people who also support August's very own trading group. And if you ever, I'll say it again, if you ever feel the need to find a community, the link is in the bio of 2 different communities that you get to choose from. Also, in the description, there's also going to be 2 to 3 people that I will post that are authors of the indicators that I use. That's all for you down below. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this gives you a little more clarity of the buy model and sell model in the same day, which is just an amazing thing. Right? Get your blood going. Have a wonderful trading week. I'm officially done. Jane has put me in my place. I am officially done. And thank you for watching. Cheers.